That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Takes the handoff. It's Fields. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Let him bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook is short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to power their way ahead. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll try the outside to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Owens. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Aggies have their offense in high gear. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Looking downfield. It's complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It's finished off with the quarterback sneak. Fair catch, called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. These corners backing off a bit. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Scanning the field, it's Flores. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Cowboys are on the move. On the option. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Flores. Complete. Just trucks through it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the ground with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fields. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The back goes in motion. Goes to the option. Got the first down. Looking for more.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Owens. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Flores. They're setting up the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Now on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll ride his man on the option. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here comes the option. The pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He'll bring it out. It's Baker. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one, but I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to sneak it. And the Aggies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get to.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Direct snap. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The option look. Now the pitch. He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oklahoma State, hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On the run, it's Clark. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Now you're set up to fail.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the option. Quick toss. Makes his man miss. At midfield, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
To the air, it's Flores. Makes his connection. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On the run, it's Clark. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's not going to get there as this defense stops the 2-point conversion attempt, and they hang on to this slim lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Oklahoma State 19.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Aggies are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Aggies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Gonna run it. It's Clark. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football, believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The give to the tailback. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense. The football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead. And the ball is free on the pitch. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field. But unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. offense ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The offense comes out needing a score here, down one possession. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Reed. Escapes trouble. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Continues to fight for yards. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
They'll give it to the back. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.